Today we're going to be rebuilding the new look Chicago Bears here in Madden 26. This team had a really good season last year, and of course they've made some new additions, so let's go ahead and talk about them and rebuild the new look Chicago Bears. But before we get into today's video, YouTube does tell me about 83% of the people that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed, so if you do fall in the 83% want to change that, that'd be greatly appreciated. So the Chicago Bears season was very entertaining to say the least last year, and also let me just get this out of the way as well. If you want to know what roster I'm using, it is down in the description below on how you can find it. But to talk about some of the new things the Bears have added, it wasn't like anything crazy or significant, but Garrett Bradbury, unfortunately, their center retired on them. They also traded away DJ Moore, obviously. Khalif Raymond's kind of a new addition around here. Defensively, as we know in the draft, they added Dylan Thielman. Devin Bush is here, Kobe Bryant. Those are like some of the main additions, and not a whole lot else, but of course there could be like a possibility. They've been in on rumors about like Max Crosby and some other defensive players when their names have come up. So it wouldn't totally shock me in the slightest if this team was in the conversation for like a big trade at the deadline, if they're good at the deadline. But with that all being said, we're going to simulate to the end of year number 1 with Luther Burden, if I can say his name correctly, having a much bigger role this year. Rome Odunze, Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift with Ben Johnson in the second season, Cole Kmet as well, and of course, Colston Loveland. So let's go ahead, sim to the end of this season, and let's see how this Bears team does with all the new additions they have made. So at the end of the season, we do make the playoffs at 11-6, which is already a good sign, because I have seen in the past where the Bears aren't like respected too much in Madden, so I'm glad to see it went the other way for us. I keep saying Luther. Rome Odunze is going to be out for us in this playoff game against Atlanta, who also won their division. We have DeAndre Swift, who was a top 3 league leader in rushing yards. And then, damn, Deron Bland, Christian Benford, and Jalen Johnson all had 8 picks on the season. And also to go alongside that was 12 deflections. But let's look at the stats in general. So offensively, 18th in the NFL. And then on the defense side of the football, we were 6th in the NFL. So you had 31-7 from Caleb Williams. You had 11 touchdowns, 1,200 yards from Swift, 400 from Common Unguy, 7 touchdowns. 900 from Rome Odunze, 700 from Luther Burden. Obviously, more than likely you have some Luther Burden stock. He is going to be a very electric player, and I cannot wait to see what he can do in a much bigger role for the Bears this season. Khalif Raymond, Colston Loveland. So pretty solid stuff. Defensively, if there's one thing I know the Bears could absolutely use is, you know, an edge rusher, which is why they've been in on like Max Crosby and stuff like that. But we all know Jalen Johnson brought us 8 picks. But he also had 3 from Edwards, 3 from Stevenson, 1 from Devin Bush, 1, 1, and 1. So let's go ahead and get this playoff game, though, against the Falcons. So we'll get to do a Tua and Atlanta. So I cannot wait to see how this is going to go, but we got to jump in to find out how it's going to go. So let's see if we can go out here and beat the Falcons in wildcard weekend and try to get back to the divisional round and then win this time around. So we head down to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. We're going to see how this is going to go. Wow, they scored on us so fast. They're up 7-0, but we scored on them pretty quick as well. So it's 7-7. And you're going to have a nice interception from Devin Bush. Really good field position. We get a field goal off of it. As we all know, the Bears season last year was like full of late comebacks, and Caleb Williams, being called the Iceman for all the things he did, late in games, which was kind of absurd. Like, obviously, they didn't win the game, unfortunately, but I will never forget the play where Caleb Williams scrambles back to like the 50 or whatever it was and throws it downfield when you just thought they were absolutely done for, and Cole Kmet catches in the corner. But we did win the game as I was talking about that, because that play was so insane. But let's take a look at the player stats for this one. But we did win, and we're headed to divisional round again. So you had 209 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick from Caleb Williams. 18 for 32, so it was not Tua starting. It was Michael Penix. Bijan had 86 yards. Swift only had 51, but it didn't matter. Receiving-wise, you had Luther Burden lead the way with 62. Kyle Pitts had 52. Ja'Day Walker, not a bad little game for him either. Of course, Odunze's out. I need to figure out how long that's going to be. And then Thompson, which was one of their rookies, actually, from this draft class, scored a touchdown, which is big time. Cole Kmet, Khalif Raymond. So, yeah, pretty solid stuff. But, then let's look at the defense as well. We know we got a pick. Watts also picked off Caleb Williams, and then he had a sack for Shamar Turner, a sack from Grady Jarrett, and a sack from Montez Sweat. It looks like Grady Jarrett also got hurt, but we'll deal with that in the next game. I'm going to also update you guys on Rome Odunze's status. I don't know how long he's out for, but let's go see if we can go win a divisional round. So we're back home in Chicago this time around instead of being on the road, and we get to play the San Francisco 49ers. These two teams had like a crazy battle late in the regular season last year. I think, at the time it felt like it could have been for the first seed. There were so many teams in the race, and yeah, so hopefully we can have somewhat of a, repeat, fun game here. But it's 7-10, and we need to get back in this on this drive if we can. It's 10-7, and the 49ers are going to put us down to 10 points, which Okay, no, I think we're done for here. So I was about to say, if we can get a stop here, but unfortunately, we are going to lose in a divisional round. But I feel like there's so many ways we can improve this team. For one, edge rusher is going to be very high priority for me this offseason. Now, I do know the Bears have some cap problems, I believe. So this could be a very tough offseason to navigate, but we'll figure all that out in a second. So Brock Purdy just, did really good. 3 touchdowns and no picks. Swift had a touchdown. Then Ayuk, who's not even supposed to be on the Niners, had 97 yards and a touchdown. Mike Evans, of course, new addition, and Leveland at 88 yards, but it didn't matter. So let's get into the offseason. Let's continue to improve this Bears roster. We've been in division round now twice in a row. We want to get over that hump. So let's see if there's a way we can do that in this offseason with some of the transactions we could potentially make. So Zach Bond and the Eagles went to the Super Bowl as Zach Bond gets Super Bowl MVP. CJ Allen, Zachariah Branch, TJ Watt, Troy Franklin, Harbaugh, and Josh Allen represents your awards. I forgot to tell you guys that Roma Dunze also didn't play in the last game. He was out for like 3 to 5 weeks. We had a bunch of injuries, to be honest, pop up on us. Let's see if it's still showing. So yeah, it was actually like 5 guys listed on here earlier. But, guys are getting healthy now, which is good. But, okay, as I mentioned, cap situation is not the best. We have $26.5 million in cap space to utilize, so we'll have to use that very wisely. Of course, Caleb Williams' contract extension is going to be coming soon as well. So, yeah, we got to be very strategic and smart with how we're going to spend money this offseason, because I do want to upgrade the pass rusher spot, so we're going to have to find a way to do that without breaking the bank. So there's actually a few guys for us to re-sign. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by releasing Deo, unfortunately. 27 years old, and I just think that was the best thing we could possibly do right now. I will look at some maybe other, like Montez Sweat, someone I'm considering, but he's at least solid to the point where I'm not going to do it just yet. But as I said, there's a few guys I absolutely want to resign. So like Darnell Wright, who's an 88 overall, is going to take a lot of our money away, but he was our best. Well, Joe Tooney is our best, but Wright's pretty close with them. Swift just came off a superstar season, or he's up to superstar dev now. So I do think I want to keep him around if possible. And then we got Jervin Dexter, Tyreek Stevenson, Jedrick Willis, Braxton Jones. So yeah, we're probably got to choose between one or the other. So I'm going to give, I guess I can't get Braxton. Or maybe we'll let him, hit free agency. We can maybe worry about it later. So anybody else, though, not particularly. So I think we'll be fine with this. I do want to keep Jervin Dexter, but that would require us cutting another player. So maybe I can do that. If not, we'll have to. I mean, the only other thing I could do is to cut Montez Sweat, I guess, or something. So I think I would be fine with that because Dexter is a lot younger. So I am going to go ahead and release Montez Sweat. He only had like 5 sacks anyway last year. So I think releasing him at this point to re-sign Jervin Dexter makes a little bit more sense. So assuming Dexter even wants to come back, which I don't even know if he will, but we'll try to get him, and he says no. So that was all for nothing, but it's okay. I still think we need to free up that money because I want to get a better pass rusher than Sweat anyway. So let's get in this free agency period with our $25 million, and we'll see what we can accomplish in this offseason. So if we take a look before we hit up free agency, we actually don't need to worry about offensive line. I forgot we have like Trujillo and then Jones, who they drafted, I believe, in it was either the 2nd or the 3rd round. But basically in this series, I've been giving every 2nd and 3rd rounder star dev and then 1st rounder superstar dev. It's pretty much what I've done every year. So yeah, I think our offensive line is actually fine to keep going with what we have. So I'm actually okay and content with this. I do want to add one more receiver to this offense if we can. Like, I like Walker and I like Thomas, but I think if we can add one more, that'd be great. Defensively is where I have a little bit more issues. So we'll obviously have Edwards when he's healthy. Our safeties I feel okay with. Jalen Johnson's obviously a stud. Kyler Gordon's fine. Maybe one more corner. So edge rusher is the biggest thing, though, to go after. So that is what we're going to try to accomplish this offseason, is getting an edge rusher. I still want to keep Jervin Dexter if possible, but we may not be able to do that if we're going to go get an edge rusher. We might have to just roll with Grady Jarrett and Shamar Turner and be okay with it. So let's go see what free agency looks like if there's an edge rusher, or we still have the trade market as well, or the draft. So we'll see what we can do. So I did explore the trade market, and unfortunately, there just wasn't anything that I could really pull off. Our cap situation isn't the best, but I'm going for Jermaine Johnson on a 1-year deal, and I am just going to try to bring back Tyreek Stevenson. So that's going to solve 2 of the problems I did have. Now, obviously, Jermaine Johnson is not like someone to be very happy about. He's going to be a fine starter, but basically, I do want to get better than him. I'm going to try to probably take a pass rusher in round 1. That's probably what you'll see me do in round 1. Definitely a wide receiver somewhere in the draft, and then maybe a linebacker, or we'll see. But yeah, pass rusher in the 1st round is absolutely where I want to go with our 1st round pick. So hopefully there's a good one that falls to us, and they can, solve that problem for us. But let's go to the draft and see what we can accomplish. So mission is accomplished here because in round 1, we will be taking a pass rusher. Now, he does have he's got F tackle, which is kind of concerning, but I do like everything else I'm seeing, and he is going to be hitting dev. So I'm just hoping this is an A+ pick. It's a B, but still someone that's going to absolutely start for us no matter what right away. So Pierre, hopefully he can be a really, really good pass rusher for us. But I still like where we went here with round 1. It was absolutely a need for us. I'm going to double dip on pass rushers. I'm going to take another one here in round 2. I really think we could use another one here. We gave Jermaine Johnson a 1-year deal, so that's not something to be overly excited about. So Bryce Young and Pierre, I think, is going to be where we go with this. So 6.9 true value, got him 57, but 2 hidden depth pass rushers coming to the Bears. Hopefully one of them can absolutely break out for double-digit sacks in the rookie season. That'd be fantastic. So in the 3rd round, I am looking for a wide receiver, and unfortunately, all these wide receivers do not have, or none of them have hidden depth, it seems like. But Deuce Robinson, I'm okay with taking here. Oh, never mind. Oh, Matt's gonna do that glitch on me again. So it did this to me in the Commanders video. It's not gonna let me draft, so I guess I'm just gonna have to let the AI take care of it. Even if I back out, I don't know why this happens, but it's still gonna let me draft no one. So I guess we hit on a couple pass rushers, and I'm just gonna hope that AI cooks the rest of the draft, because unfortunately, I don't know what the glitch. I mean, look at 93. I don't even know what's going on with the Ravens and Dolphins pick. You see that? They're like stacked. I have no idea. Sometimes this is kind of buggy, but whatever. Hopefully the AI cooks for us. We'll see what the draft recap looks like. Well, I guess it did give me who I was going to take in round 3, so I'm pretty happy about that. But 74, 75, and then Robinson 73, giving us some stability at wide receiver alongside Burden and Odunze. Mincy and another corner. I don't hate that idea. And then a QB and a running back. So not too shabby. I'll take that. And I cannot wait to see what Pierre and Bryce Young can potentially do for us in year 2 of this rebuild, because yeah, we need some help there, and hopefully they'll provide it. So going into season number 2, we're an 85 overall with an 87 offense and an 83 defense. We open up the season on the road in Minnesota, but let's go ahead and take a look at this lineup in full going into it. So Caleb Williams with this offensive line, solid enough in my opinion. Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet, and Roosh. And then you got Luther Burden, Roma Dunze, Deuce Robinson, Jade Walker, and then Thomas as well down here. Manungai, Swift, and then Hansen. And defensively, this is where, of course, we made our mark for the most part. Bryce Young and Pierre. I'm hoping both these guys can, or at least one of them, just give us something there. And then Jalen Johnson, Stevenson, Kyler Gordon, Thienman, Kobe Bryant. So I like this. I think this should be hopefully another season where we make the playoffs. I'm going to leave the schemes and the playbooks the same. Because last year we made the playoffs and got to the divisional round. I guess we could change this scheme just a little bit to make it maybe a little bit better. So I guess we'll do that. All right, I will see you guys at the end of year 2. Hopefully we make the playoffs again. I imagine we'll be able to, but let's see what happens. So at the end of year number 2, we win the NFC North this time around, and we get to we get to play the team that we opened up the season with, the Minnesota Vikings, who went 9-8, also made the playoffs. Justin Jefferson, Joe Mixon, Jordan Addison on the other side. Joe Mixon joined them, interesting. Wow, Odunze, can you please stay healthy for once? Holy moly, why is this man always out? Holy crap. Okay, let's see what his injury is. He is out for 3 to 5 weeks. I don't know why he keeps getting hurt right when we're about to be in the playoffs, but if you could stop, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. But let's see if we have... Oh, Kyler Gordon this time as well. So he might hit superstar dev being a league leader. We'll see on that. Player stats. Offensively, 19th in the NFL. And then defensively, let's see what we got going on over here. 2nd in the NFL. So our defense has been really good. I see that Hansen had the most yards, so I presume we had some injuries to our running back room. Wow, yeah, Manungai and Swift both played 7 and 9. They both played 16 games combined, which is kind of absurd. Now, they're both healthy right now, but our 5th or 6th round running back was getting a lot of work, I guess, receiving-wise. Luther Burden, what a season from him. 16 touchdowns. Not a lot of yards, but 16 touchdowns. Still very happy with that. Odunze played 17 games, so he must have gotten hurt at the very end. That's fantastic. Robinson also had 5 touchdowns his rookie season. Loveland, 720. But this is what I really want to see. Oh, yeah. Or I guess it was our D tackle, but Shamar Turner, 12.5 sacks. Grady Jarrett with 8. And the 2 pass rushers we took, well, Jermaine Johnson got 3, and then Pierre, in a first rounder, only had 2. But hey, at least we double dipped and got one that got 5.5, I guess. And receptions, you had 6 from Kyler Gordon, 2 from Kobe Bryant, 2 from Tyreek Stevenson. The one thing I will say is our defense has ranked pretty good consistently for the first 2 seasons, but notice not a ton of sack production. So, you know, as long as our defense is ranked pretty high, I guess that's a good thing. But all right. We get to go play the Vikings with no Roma Dunze, so let's get in there and see if we can take down our division rival, the Vikings. So this time we'll be hosting Wildcard Weekend as the Vikings come to town. Last year we went on the road, and we will go down 7-0 to start things off. And they're at 14-0 just like that. Okay, this so far isn't looking great, but we do score here to try to get... Okay, 17-7. Got to score fast here. We do not. 17-7, and we may be going home in Wildcard Weekend. The only thing I could think to do is to maybe get out here and score fast and hope our defense get a stop. But this is only year number 2, so I probably didn't need to jump in at this point. We can, you know, look to improve a little bit more. But I'll see if I can get like a fast touchdown, maybe Burden. I don't know. Probably not. This is a pick all the way. Oh, actually, well, it was dropped. But I'm just going to get out of here. I think there's really no reason to play this out. We probably lost this game. There's no reason to drag this out. So, yeah, let's just simcast, or I guess in this, you know, a super sim, whatever. So, all right, let's... we also do an interception after that. That's nice. Okay, and yeah, 24-7 loss to our division rival. So that's unfortunate. But okay, we are going to get in the offseason again. You know, cap situation, we'll have to see if it looks any better or not. It wasn't great last year. We'll see if we can improve on it this offseason. But unfortunately, just not a good showing. Kyler Murray, you know, eliminated us at the end of the day. So interception and a pick from Caleb Williams, not so good. And not a lot of rushing production either. Just Jefferson. Oh, Jennings had 107 yards for them. Okay. Shout out to Juwan Jennings. But okay, let's get to the offseason. We got some more work to do. Well, I'll tell you what, going to this offseason, we have $189 million in cap space. Now, that probably is because we have a bunch of guys to resign, if I had to guess. Caleb Williams, I think, is going to be someone we may have to resign this offseason. So, yeah, we shouldn't get our hopes up. But Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, went on with the Super Bowl, so shout out to them. Byron Young, Defensive Player of the Year. Ryan Wingo, Murad Watson, Joe Burrow, John Harbaugh, and Joe Burrow. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we should just go ahead and get to the resigning stage and see what it looks like. Again, it's $189 million. Only 16 players, a ton of money to work with. Let's see who's all here. Jalen Johnson, Caleb Williams, who apparently is not interested in coming back. That's fantastic. Odunze, I don't even know what to do with you because you are never healthy come playoffs, but you are a superstar dev at 26, so I probably will still keep you. It's actually not as bad. Okay, Jonah Jax. Okay, yeah, there's a few guys I definitely want to keep around, but let's go ahead and start off with the quarterback, obviously. Yeah, I mean, we do want to keep you, Caleb Williams. We're going to try to build around you. So, yeah, thank you for deciding to stick around. And then, whoops, I just disconnected my controller, but Jalen Johnson, you'll be next. I absolutely want you back. Even at 29 years old, I don't care. So let's give him a nice deal as well. Hopefully he comes back. He does. And then Odunze, despite your injuries, I'm going to re-sign you. And hopefully we can have a little bit of money left to spend, but let's see how much else. So Cole Kmet, I think we can let go comfortably. Jermaine Johnson, I'll let go. Joe Tooney, who's 35 years old. It does suck to let him go. He's not even interested in coming back, though. So, yeah, you know what? I might just let him go. So, yeah, I think we're going to let him go. I'm going to re-sign Jonah Jackson instead. Probably do a one-year deal. Just gave him 2 years. 1 year, because I want to have plenty of money to... He says no. So maybe we're going to replace both our guards, which I think I can be okay with. Edwards, so yeah, we'll have a little bit of money to spend. We're going to be very, very strategic on how we're going to spend all this money, but it's not a ton. It's only 72 million, but we do want to continue to build this team. We lost a couple starters, so let's take a look at what we need to address. So we know the guards is going to be a problem now, which I can definitely find that easily. Wide receivers, I feel good about, and weapons, I feel good about. So it's just the guards on offense. Defensively, you know, both our pass rush we sign, you know, they're fine and all, but nothing to be overly excited about. Safeties and corners, so I feel good about my secondary. I feel good about Devin Bush. Could use maybe another linebacker starter. So let's hit up free agency and let's see what we can find when we're in there. So I'm going after Jack Campbell, Johnny Newton, and Jonah Jackson as my hopeful 3 signings in free agency. The Lions just declined Jack Campbell's 5th-year option, so you know, by the time you're watching this, maybe they extended him, and that looks kind of stupid to do right now, but okay, and now I'm looking to get aggressive with my draft picks. I think I'm going to attempt to trade for a pass rusher, an elite one at that. So we bring in Jack Campbell. We also have Devin Bush, which I need to move him to somewhere else, probably move him to Sam or whatever. But yeah, if we can add another pass rusher with our first-round pick, I think I'm down for that idea. So that is the next move. I'm going to move Devin Bush probably to Sam real quick, and then we'll see if we have the ability to trade for a said pass rusher with our first-round pick or not, because that's kind of what I want to do. Get an impactful player there, and we'll see what maybe we can find if we're able to accomplish something like that. So the first pass rusher I'm going to line up for is going to be Greg Rousseau from the Buffalo Bills. He's a superstar dev. I'm willing to offer my 21st pick in this draft. We'll see if he's able. Okay, so they say no to that first offer. I don't really want to trade 2 firsts in this scenario, but we'll see how close we can get without maybe doing that. What if I trade my second? This is quite rich still, though. Oh, they still say no to that. I don't know if I can get behind anything else. I mean, it may have to cost us 2 firsts just to get Greg Rousseau, but is that worth it? I mean, should we just go all in on, like, Myles Garrett or something? I don't know. If we're going to trade, I mean, he could be available. We could try. I'm going to offer this to start things off. He is older, so that could change things. I'd be comfortable trading 2 firsts for Myles Garrett, obviously. So let's see. Okay, that is... I'll trade my second as well, but All right, maybe we could throw a player in here to make it interesting. Like, is there a corner or something? I mean, we don't really have corner depth. I don't know. Does like Malik Muhammad interest them at all? I have no idea if he would or not. Do we have Mincy? Like, he's a rookie. They have no interest in him though. So yeah, that didn't really help. Okay, or I think he was a rookie. Probably not anymore. But okay, 21. We're gonna throw that back in there. So second, first, and then is there any player that would make them more interested in this trade at all? Let's see. Does like Tyreek Stevenson change it at all? Probably not, right? It gets it closer, but still, I don't know if I want to trade 3 first. Unfortunately, okay, we might have to settle on something else, but we're getting closer to figuring out something, though, that's for sure. Okay, so I found something. I'm grabbing Jared Verse from the Los Angeles Rams. Do I have any idea why the Rams would trade Jared Verse to the Bears? I have no idea, but we did give them quite a big package, so trade our first in this draft. Next year's draft, our first as well, our second next year's draft, and a 4th rounder, and we're trading Mincy away. So, yeah, quite a bit to give up, but we got the pass rusher I've so desired pretty much the whole video. So, welcome to Chicago, Jared Verse. I tried for a number of guys, but, you know, unfortunately couldn't find anything, but Jared Verse is definitely somebody that's going to make this defense 10 times better. So I'm very happy to have brought him in, and now we can go ahead and get in the draft. You'll more than likely see me draft a guard if I had to. Oh, you know, to be honest with you, we could just sign one. We still have a little bit of money to spend, so if we want to just get that out of the way right now, we could, you know, just Joe Tooney want to come back on a 1-year deal potentially. It's close. I mean, I could offer it. Why not? This could be our Super Bowl season. Let's see what he says. He may not take it. Oh, he did. So we get Joe Tooney back. It works out. So Joe Tooney and Jonah Jackson are both back. Jonah Jackson, I gave a 2-year deal. Joe Tooney, only a 1-year deal. But hey, I'm feeling good about that. So let's go ahead and get in the draft. We'll still have our round 2 pick. We'll see if we can get there. And we are set up, hopefully, for a really good 3rd season to try to make it to the Super Bowl, or just let alone get Caleb Williams past the divisional round, because we haven't even done that yet. So I think with this pick in round 2, because of the uncertainty with what we have at offensive line, I'm going to take Merriweather here. He's 120 true value, dropped to 53. So the only reason why I was very interested in him is because of the hidden dev trait that he was going to have. So unfortunately, didn't really pan out. We have a round 3 pick, which I'm actually surprised I didn't trade this, but I guess I didn't, did I? So round 3, what do we want to do here? So we got, I mean, it's an edge rusher with hidden dev, so I think I'm sold. It's gonna go in and take him. So welcome to Chicago, Mandrell Desir, and we are set at pass rusher. I have plenty of guys and go out to quarterback now, so I think we're good on that. All right, let's go ahead and get into next season. We'll see what the AI did for the rest of the draft as well, and hopefully year number 3 is going to be absolutely special for us. So thankfully, everyone we drafted doesn't necessarily need to play right away. So yeah, it's pretty low overalls. None of these guys need to start though. So these are guys that can just develop in the background. If called upon, of course, they play. Hopefully Roma Dunze can stay healthy this season as well. He has yet to be able to do that. So, but yeah, let's go take a look at this lineup in full. We're an 89 overall with an 88 overall with an 89 offense, 88 defense. So I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about what we've assembled here. Here's what things look like. So, you know, Jones, Tooney, Trapillo, Jonah Jackson, Darnell Wright, Colson Levelin, Roosh, Luther Burden, Deuce Robinson, Odunze, Swift, Mungai, and then Thomas, Lockwood at fullback. Defensively, of course, this is where we've made hopefully a lot of our stamp. We added Jack Campbell and Jared Verse in the same offseason, so, and then Johnny Newton as well, which is nothing crazy by any means, but still a starter nonetheless. And then Pierre and Bryce Young, of course, are going to rotate on the other side. So I'm excited and I'm optimistic about this next season. Now, I am wondering if I should change the offensive playbook, but because it hasn't really been that good of an offense all video, which is kind of weird because you would think with Ben Johnson that wouldn't be the case, but I'm going to roll with it. We've made the playoffs, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's get into year 3. Let's see if this time we can maybe win more than 11 games. Would a 1st seed be possible? Let's go find out. So at the end of year number 3, we do lose to the Packers in week 18, but it looks like we already had the number 1 seed locked up as we finish up at 13-4. Is, you know, so the Giants we had a tiebreaker over, and the Packers, you know, did go 6-11, missed the playoffs. But yeah, we get the 1st round bye. Bills have the bye on the other side. You got New York, Detroit, LA, New Orleans, Arizona, and Carolina. So we could be playing Detroit in round 1. Ben Johnson's former team. That could be fun if they upset the Giants, but we'll see on that. So let's take a look at the stats, though, because it was a damn good season. Offensively, 14th in the NFL. And then defensively, it's been really good so far in the video, and it's 1st in the NFL this time around. So Manon guy, 34-4 from Caleb Williams. So it looks like Swift missed some time. 9 touchdowns, and then, or sorry, 9 games played, 17 games played, 8 touchdowns, and then 2 touchdowns from Swift. Receiving-wise, let's see. Odunze played all 17. CJ Daniels always finds his way on my teams, I swear. I guess he was playing slot for us, and then you had 900 yards, 12 touchdowns from Burden, 700 from Odunze. And then defensively, this is where, oh, Verse only got, gave us 9.5 sacks. So, yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's just this playbook. I mean, again, I'm not complaining because the defense is ranked really well each and every time. So, just not getting the double-digit sacks we wanted out of our pass rushers, but that's okay. So, interceptions, 2. So, all really good stuff. Thielman had an interception as well. But all right, we get to rest during wildcard weekend and get straight to the divisional round. So, hopefully, we can get Caleb Williams past that point. Let's see who we're going to play. Is it going to be the Lions? Did they upset the Giants? It is going to be the Lions who went 8-9. So, our division rival. We lost our division foe last year. That was the Vikings. This time, we want our revenge back, and we're heading to the NFC Championship game. We have to. Hopefully, we're going to be able to here. So here we are, Soldier Field with the Lions coming to town. It's going to be a very interesting game. Ben Johnson's former team, Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson in a playoff game. We better be prepared to score some points because they just took down the Giants. But Jalen Johnson gets us a big interception. So far, neither team has scored to this point, though. We do finally score. We get another interception, this time from Jack Campbell, former Lion, who came over to the Bears. 14-3. And, okay, so we still have a lead late in this game. And I think it's safe to say that, fellas... Wait, never mind. It's not safe to say that just yet. I'm about to say, I think we might have gotten Caleb Williams to his first NFC Championship game, but we're not out of the woods just yet. We need one more first down here, and the Lions do have all 3 timeouts, and we are past the 2-minute warning at least, so they only have 3 stoppages left, but we need a first down run, and I might have one in the first play. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's game. So that was a lot easier than I expected. Definitely thought I was going to have to fight a little bit more there, but that should be all she wrote. And I will see you guys in the NFC Championship game. So I guess we can run it a few more times here. Didn't say I should kneel it just yet, but okay. Let's run it again. I think we have another close to first down run. Not quite, but 2nd and 4. One more first down would definitely end this one. So I'm very comfortable running it with Swift. 2 more times to pick up 4 yards. Just give me 3 and then maybe 1 or whatever. Okay. I did not need to cut at the outside. I was being way too fancy there. But I'm still going to just run the ball one more time and just punt it to them with little time on the clock. I think that's going to be my... Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm fine with just throwing it to Swift underneath and seeing if they just leave him open. And they do. First down. That's what I needed. Okay, that should end it. And we're headed to the NFC Championship game officially. I can't wait to see who the opponent's going to be. We now get to play the New Orleans Saints at home, NFC Championship game, Soldier Field. You know what's funny is I think the last time the Bears went to the Super Bowl, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure they were playing Drew Brees and the Saints at that point too. And yeah, so I think this is kind of funny. It's ironic, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But wow, Drake May is on the Saints as well, which is weird because, yeah, for whatever reason, every time I've done a rebuild, the Patriots seem to just not resign Drake May. I have no idea why. But so far, we're up 14-0, so things are looking really good for us to maybe punch our ticket to that Super Bowl. We go up 21-0. No, but the Saints could be back in this game, and yeah, so it is getting scary. They have scored 10 unanswered, so let's try to stop that train that they have going right now, and let's get something back on track here. So we're going to come out here and play action. I'm hoping Luther Burden is left wide open downfield, but we shall see. They do bring some pressure. So, yeah, I didn't get that off in time. But I think if I would have had just a second left, I think I would have had Luther Burden open. So they brought, ooh, you know what? I do potentially see some press coverage, though. Let's see if it's true press. Okay, so Loveland's left open. Ooh, no, not quite. 3rd and 10. So good play by, I think that says Everett. Okay, so good play by him. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a first down. It wasn't. So, all right, let's see if we can't get a first down on this play here. Yeah. Okay, I saw that. I honestly thought 22 was going to go. Not a good decision by me. We're going to have to hope our defense holds up. They do. Can our offense just go score? It's going to be... Okay, so thankfully the sim just bails me out because, yeah, not a great drive there at all by me, but we do win 14-10, and we did very much slow down, but thankfully our defense held up. So 14-10 victory. Yeah, not a great schedule, or sorry, great couple of great play by Caleb Williams in this one, 13 for 23, but hey, no picks, so that's good at least. Swift had a fumble, so that's not good either. And then ETN over there, CJ Daniels, who again just continues to play pretty well. Luther Burden had a touchdown, and so did Loveland. But okay, let's get to the Super Bowl. This is where we've been trying to get to, and we shall see if we can take advantage while we're there. So we have made it to Super Bowl Sunday, and it's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals on the other side. So we better be prepared to score some points here, and they are going to score just like that, which I figured. Like I said, we need to score some points, and we do respond. So that's good. 7-7. We got to keep it going, though. The Bengals, of course, are not going to slow down. 32 seconds left from our 39-yard line or their 39-yard. We have good field position, 32 seconds left. I'm going to try to take advantage of some points here. Yeah, we definitely have a field goal at least here, so we really can't screw this up unless, of course, we turn it over, which I will attempt to not do. And, you know, this was not a great start. So, first and 10 turns into second and 10. So, yeah, not great. But, okay, let's try that again because that didn't really work out. But we'll be better on this play. So, let's see if I get what I want this time around. Nope. So, I'm just going to take the underneath to Swift. We might just settle on a field goal. We'll call our timeout. 3rd and 7. And we do have a slip screen play suggested to me. So, I'm actually very happy with that decision because I don't think they'll be expecting it. So we're going to go to Swift. That should be, ooh, this is going to, that's not a first down. All right, let's just kick our field goal. We'll go up 10-7. So we'll take a lead at half. That's nothing to be upset about. 4th and 5. Call our timeout with about, 5 seconds left or whatever. 10-7 at half. Got to feel decent about that leading the Super Bowl. So yeah, let's go kick this field goal with, I don't even know who our kicker is at this point. It's going to be McLaughlin, who's a good kicker. So I'll take that. That should be through the uprights, and we should be going in with a lead, and they rough the kicker as well, so I don't think I can really do anything about that, though. So, roughing the kicker. It is an automatic first down, but I'm just going to take the points. So, let's just take the points. Why can't they do that when I absolutely need it? I don't think I've ever had that happen when I desperately needed it. That was not a time I needed it. So, 10-7 at the half, and we have the ball at a half, so double dipping would be awesome. And we do kick a field goal, so technically we did. It's 13-10 now. I'm going to come out here and try to make something happen. 1st and 10. I mean, we're in the biggest game of them all. We're going to try to put this away. If we score here, we make it a 2-possession game in the 4th quarter. Okay. Wow, they were all over that run. So, yeah, not a lot of production from the run game today. So maybe we got to put this ball in the air, which we have weapons to do so. So let's try that. Okay. Let's see what we like here. Just going to take underneath to Odunze. Not a whole lot there. 3rd and 6. Let's keep them on their toes. And I'm going to go right back to the same play. This time it's going to be flipped on the other side. Actually, do I like that idea? You know what? Actually, we're going to come out on verticals instead. And, ooh, they leave Levelin for a first down. That's what we needed. So, first down to Colston Levelin. We move the chains. 1st and 10. Love to see it. Let's keep them again on their toes. And we will see if they leave... Swift on a wheel route wide open, or do we just take it underneath? Let's see what we decide to do. It's going to take Luther Burden for just a few yards. 2nd and 6, we'll take it. 10 tackles on the day for Barrett Carter. What a game he's had. All right. Now, this play is called Dagger, and I'm going to hope that they leave Odunze open for this Dagger, but let's see if he is. I think he is. There it is. That's what I wanted. Dagger is why we called it, and that is the Dagger. I did kind of... I tried to celebrate at the end. That was really risky because you can fumble sometimes doing that. Now, of course, the Bengals have the... Okay, they are going to... Nope, they're done for. We beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl, and we have brought the Bears a Lombardi. So I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Took out the Bengals, a high-scoring offense, 20-10 victory, and we're moving out of here with a win in the Super Bowl. So thank you all for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy it. I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying... Peace.